Welcome to Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Hoosiers. We expect
Memorial Stadium to be rocking because these fans have been getting ready since early this morning. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. So Indiana's offense will get the first crack at it here. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Firing to the right, complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Now on 2nd down after the good 1st down run. Wants to pass it. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's McCulley. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Tosses it incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. He wants to throw it again. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Wolverines offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. To the air, it's Orji. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the run, it's Edwards. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense set on first down. Here's the handoff. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. To throw, it's Rourke. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made after the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Right back to the well. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave them nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Orji. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Klein. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On the run, it's Edwards. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Field goal is good, and that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. On the return, it's Morgan. Oh, what a move! That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Got him downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll throw it on 1st down. A strike downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Indiana! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Bloomington. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Hoosiers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
Trying to find his man on first down. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They go to the draw. Across the 25, he's got room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCulley. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
The Hoosiers are marching down the field. Dropping back, it's Rourke. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Back to throw, it's Orji. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
It's now 2nd down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Give to the running back. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. And the Wolverines will have a first down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On the run, it's Edwards. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got a man. It's Moore. Touchdown, Michigan! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Michigan has long had defenses built on discipline, carrying out their assignment, and they have done that to perfection today.
Carry out your assignment, do what you're supposed to do, but do it with bad intentions. That's what I like. I like the physicality. They want to hit you in the mouth. Year after year, Michigan players leave and they go to the NFL, but the next group, discipline, tough, physical. It's always staples of these defenses.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To the air, it's Rourke. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You've got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On the ground, it's Edwards. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Handoff from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. run. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Wolverines brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. They're testing the right side here. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On 4th down, going to the air. This one's complete. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Now on 1st down from the 28. He wants to throw. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on 1st down. And they got him for the sack.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. To the air. It's Rourke. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Snap in the shotgun. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
The Hoosiers are in the hurry up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. It's complete! Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. The inside handoff. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Excellent field position here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.